I'm Carrie Bush from Highland Gardens Middle School, and I'm the science chairperson here. Today we were fortunate enough to have Richard Kern here from Odyssey Earth to present to our entire student population Rainforests of the Maya. We like to invite our guest speakers here to provide an opportunity for our students to learn outside of a textbook. Hope you enjoy our video. If you do, please like it and subscribe below.
Mr. Kern's latest film, which he will personally narrate today, is entitled Rainforest of the Maya. Please welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Richard Kern.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Jaguars. How is everybody? Happy Friday. I'm going to keep my intro short and sweet. We're going to jump right into this, and that way we'll have plenty of time at the end for questions. I know you're going to have questions about this film. But just very briefly, the movie we're about to watch is about probably one of my all-time favorite regions on this planet. And it's also about one of the most fascinating and mysterious ancient civilizations in the New World. And of course, I'm talking about the great Maya civilization. So, like I said, short and sweet, we're going to get the lights, and I hope you enjoy Rainforests of the Maya. Dark, mysterious, and exploding with life, rainforests have captured the imaginations of countless explorers. The jungle is ever-changing, ever-growing. If allowed, it can swallow entire cities. In the early 19th century, the rainforests of the Yucatan were vast and uncharted. There were rumors, however, of massive stone monuments peeking through the landscape. In 1839, American explorer John Lloyd Stephens and British artist Frederick Catherwood set out to investigate these rumors. What they found were the remnants of an incredibly sophisticated, ancient civilization. Stephens' thoughtful written accounts, paired with Catherwood's detailed illustrations, would shape the foundations of archaeology. Today, much more is known about the history and culture of the Maya civilization. The more we uncover, the more we understand the close link between the people and their environment. Tropical forests are persistent. As new monuments are excavated, rainforest life continues. We were reminded of this when we stumbled upon this scene in the rubble of a temple at Kaaba. Like history, nature can be sublime and brutal. The iguana, it seems, has passed to the underworld. The boa, however, has consumed enough food to keep it energized for many days. To understand the Maya, we need to go further back in time, about 15,000 years, towards the end of the last ice age. Before sea levels rose, nomadic people from Asia walked across a narrow bridge of land that connected their continent with North America. These were the first Native Americans, and they spread rapidly. The environment was much different. There were no rainforests in the Yucatan Peninsula during the late Pleistocene because the climate was dry. Before they knew how to build pyramids, these first Americans began shaping the landscape by selecting those plants that were most useful to them. Access to water was essential for agriculture and consumption.
The Yucatan Peninsula is basically a platform of soluble limestone rock. Now, this area is unique in that there are hardly any above-ground rivers. However, the landscape is riddled with underwater caves and sinkholes that we call cenotes. I like to think of the cenote as sort of an underwater time capsule. And today, we're going to explore a few.
Diving through these cave systems caves in Mexico's Riviera Maya. We see intricate formations, stalactites, stalagmites, columns. This indicates that during the last ice age, many of these cenotes were dry caves, a powerful reminder of how different this area would have looked 15,000 years ago.
Today, the cenotes are full of life-giving water, and most are connected by an extensive underwater river system. In fact, the Sistema Sacactun is believed to be the largest underwater cave system in the world. The Maya believed that the cenote was the gateway to the underworld, and many of them are littered with sacrificial remains.
This source of fresh water made life possible in the Yucatan, and many Maya cities were built around cenotes. But they could only guess what lay hidden beneath the surface. In some, we encounter haloclines.
Our responsibility here at Mayan Rain Forrest is to keep our school clean, have a clean environment, and a safe space for us to enjoy our school.